Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Friday evening, the work week is over, at least for me. If you're someone on shifts, then I feel your pain and I hope it's not too busy at the weekend. This evening, we are not talking about anything in particular. We are going to party. I would put on music, but then I'd get hit with copyright stuff. So whatever Friday night party music is yours, why not put it on, sit back, kick your feet up, and have yourself some chocolate biscuits, some drinkies, some nibbles, whatever you want to do to celebrate the end of the week, because oh my goodness, I fully intend doing that. Today the local strawberry shop put out that they had jam strawberries, and I tried to phone them to keep some for when I finished work, and they wouldn't answer the phone, or couldn't answer the phone, probably because they were too busy. So I messaged Kathleen and said, I need you to go to the farm. So these are my local strawberries. These are the ones that I used to pick in the summer holidays when I was a kid. What used to happen is we would go to a specific part in the road. There was this bus or van would come round in the summer holidays when I was at school, and there'd be a couple of ladies who were local. A couple of them lived just up the street from me, and there was a whole lot of school kids. And we would all pile in the van, and then we would get up to the farm. We would get this little plastic basket that was maybe about this size, because the punnets we picked into were only about half the size of that, and maybe not even as deep. And we would put a bit of bale and twine round to hold the basket on our waist, and you could fit 3 punnets in it. And then you would go pick the raspberries or the strawberries. The better you were, the better your drill or dreel, as we called it. And if you were quite good, you would get put on strawberries, or if the strawberries were ready to go, start turning, then you would get put on strawberries. I preferred raspberries because I was quite tall for my age, so bending over to pick strawberries was a nightmare. So raspberries were a whole lot better. But of course, the next year's vines were coming up, so you used to get scratched to bits. It was a nightmare. But I always remember the first year I went to the berries picking, and I worked for a good couple of weeks in the summer holidays picking the berries, and I could afford enough to buy my own record player. I absolutely thought I was Archie. I absolutely did. There was nobody could look at me. I had my own record player for my room, because Mum and Dad had one of the big wooden radiograms, with the radio and the record player downstairs, the big wooden ones. I got one of these ones that was in a wee case. You could fold it and shut it and take it with you places. And I just, there was nobody like me. I was so pleased with myself. So yeah, that was my first record that I ever bought was Sad Cafe and Everyday Hurts. Don't know why I like that one, but I did. That was the first record that I ever bought. So yeah, music taste obviously changed quite considerably through the years. My best friend had an older sister, and she liked Mike Oldfield. She also liked Black Sabbath. Osmonds, Bay City Rollers, not so much, but we quite liked them. Suzi Quatro was my absolute idol. Thought she was the bee's knees. So there was all this going on, and over the years, obviously, my taste has changed, but I have a very, very eclectic taste in music. I like all sorts of things. And Kathleen, my daughter, who has worked in care previously, she's like, Mum, it's going to be really weird for people in the care home with you if you ever have to go to a care home. And I was like, why is that, baby? She said, because we ask families, what music do we put on to relax your family member? She said, for Grandad, it's Runrig. He likes that. He likes the pipes and drums and stuff. He likes the Scottish rock type thing, the Proclaimers, Runrig, stuff like that. She said, to calm you down, we put on the music from The Exorcist. I'm like, yep, that's pretty much. Have to say, I did not know. I had never seen The Exorcist when I heard Tubular Bells. I just loved the music. So that was, to me, it was just music. I just loved it. Never thought anything of it until I was working in a very small hotel at one point, and they had this album on the CD player to go through the bar and the restaurant, and it was called Pure Moods or Pure New Moods, and I had the CD at home, so I'm sitting there, and you could hear it in reception, blah blah blah. Head waiter comes running through, going, "Switch that off now, now." And I'm like, "What?" He said, "It's Exorcist music. Switch it off. There's somebody in the bar who's completely freaked out." I'm like, "Ah, right, okay." Never ever occurred to me, but yeah, seemingly it affects some people that way. It sort of doesn't do well in their memories. So yes, I have Tubular Bells is my relaxed down music. I like Iron Maiden. I like ABBA. I like such a huge variety of music, which was really quite good for working or volunteering in the radio. And it was something when Kathleen initially applied for the office job in the radio that they liked the fact that she knew so much different music. So I will take credit for that. Thank you very much. But yeah, sorry. So to get back to my strawberries, my 13 punnets of strawberries, I do not have enough jars by any stretch of the imagination to make 20 odd pounds of jam. So what I will be doing is I will work out my jars tomorrow. I will see how many I've got, make the required amount of jam, and then put strawberries in a big bag in the freezer. So I will have strawberries and raspberries to make more jam as the year goes on, as I get more jars, because I'm not buying any more. They cost a fortune. I will just wait until I use the ones that have got stuff in them in my pantry, or until I use my other jam jars. I finished one this morning that I know of, so that's that done. If we've got any cooking to do, we'll use cooking sauces from jars because I need the jars. So yeah, that's my complete waffle because I'm just so happy it's Friday. I am up for having a great night. Kathleen should be back soon. Goodness knows what we'll have for dinner. It'll probably be picky bits. But yeah, I hope you have a great weekend. Here's to us. We are bloody brilliant. Catch you later.